Test. Hi guys, welcome to another Blender tutorial. If you are a new subscriber, I upload Blender tutorials. 100 subscribers, subscribe. We can do this. We're gonna build our army right here. So today I'm gonna show you how you can build some tree in the fire simulation that your fire gonna look better basically, and fire and smoke. So I am in Blender. I'm gonna select my fucking cube S and move the mouse to make it smaller. Okay, go to the object, quick effect right here, and I'm gonna choose quick smoke. I'm gonna move my domain cube, so G, Z, and move up. Always remember to your source stays in this domain cube, inside this domain cube. Okay, so I'm gonna select my domain cube, go right here on this icon, and I'm gonna adjust the number of frames, something like maybe 100, because this is stupid tutorial, of course. Yes, and I'm gonna change this to all right here. I'm gonna select my cube, and basically this tree works for fire simulation and fire and smoke, and I'm gonna show you the difference a little bit, what you wanna do on the shader editor. So I'm gonna just select my source right here, this cube inside this domain cube, fuck my English, and right here from the smoke I'm gonna choose maybe fire and smoke. That's it. I'm gonna select my domain cube once again, and right here on the cache all, I'm gonna just bake this, bake all, and the baking process is started. Come on, faster. Bullshit PC. Okay, yeah, let's go. I forgot to click adaptive domain, whatever. This is just fucking tutorial. As you can see, I have my fire simulation. I'm gonna go to the corner right here. I have this new icon up here on the mouse. Hold left click and leave left click to create this new window. I'm gonna select this icon, go to the shader editor. Now select the domain cube, of course, and this is the tree. Okay, this is the tutorial, because you know this stuff, yes, if you are not new in Blender. So what you wanna do, basically Shift A, you wanna add volume info. Okay, you have right here the flame, color, density, and temperature on this volume info. Okay, and we're gonna bring more detail from this fire. So basically, if you're gonna just go to the render view, I can't show you the results. My PC is shit like my life. Right here on this icon, you're gonna see the fire not gonna be visible. You wanna crop up the black body intensity, maybe something like 50, and you're gonna see the fire. Now, if you're gonna just connect from the volume info the flame to the black body intensity, your fire gonna be not visible too, or maybe barely visible. So you wanna add math node to basically multiply this effect. So Shift A and search for the math right here, and of course we're gonna change right here, left click, multiply, and I'm gonna click something like 50. And what next? Next you wanna add Shift A color ramp, and basically this setup works for the fire and smoke simulation. I'm gonna show you how we can play around on the color ramp on the fire only simulation, not fire and smoke. So you wanna just drag right here on the fire and smoke simulation, if you add in the black right here, the black value, and crop the white a little bit right here, something like this. And if you want to add another dot on the color ramp, just hold Control and left click, and I'm just adding this new dot, as you can see. And you basically just want to crop something like this kind of value, or maybe something like this. Yes, like you have two black stuff and white in the middle. Okay, and if you're gonna just turn the right eyes, like I said, the render view, you're gonna see the effect. Okay, what effect you get. And basically almost the same setup is on for the fire simulation, but basically you want to keep a bigger gap on the fire simulation. Okay, whatever effect you want to get, of course, from your fire simulation, but I think if you just render fire, it's better. I can't show you the results, fuck, but it's better to keep bigger gaps between black and white dot. Okay, but if you render in the fire and smoke, just keep the right here, something like this setup, yes. And what next? If you wanna render, like I said, fire and smoke simulation, you have something like density right here. So you can connect the density right here to the density on the principal volume, and you wanna add once again multiply. So Shift D and duplicate this multiply and just drag between this line, yes, that connect this density and density right here. Fuck my English. And play around on the multiply, turn the values down basically, because see the effect. And this don't have much effect if you render just fire simulation, okay? But if you render in with this smoke, fire and smoke, you can plug this density. You're gonna have a little bit more detail right here to the density, okay? So there is that. And next, if you render in just fire and maybe fire and smoke simulation, fuck this tutorial, I hope you know what I'm talking about. You have the temperature right here, so you know you can plug the temperature, of course, to the temperature, to the volume, principal volume. So plug temperature and always duplicate the multiply. So Shift D, duplicate multiply, the math node multiply, and you can play around how bright your fire is, if that makes sense. So this is the temperature, yes, value from this volume info. Basically this brings more detail to your fire look, if that makes sense. So I hope you know what I'm talking about. This is very simple tree. You can build shader from this, so it's pretty cool. And like I said, you can tag the, if you render just fire, you can tag the temperature and you can tag the color ramp and multiply to the black body intensity, but this density don't have much effect on the fire only. And always remember to play around on the color ramp. But this kind of setup is pretty cool. Like you have two black from this side and from this side, black dots, and you have white inside. And just see what kind of results you getting from the fire right here. I can't show you, like I said, the results, but it's working. And you have better results, like you just gonna bring the black body intensity, because this is much detail, okay? I hope you know what I'm talking about. Fuck this tutorial. I wanna upload everyday video, guys, so I'm gonna record some shitty tutorial, but this is not shitty. If you are new in the Blender, I think this tree can help you with your fire simulation, with your fire look, and fire and smoke, of course. So density, connect if you're working with fire and smoke, but if you're working with fire, don't connect density, and play around on this stuff. Thank you for watching. You can build more, of course, to this. And one more thing, guys, Colombo, just one more thing. You can change the color from the to the fire, not to the color, but to the black body tint. And always remember to choose some bright color, okay? If you're gonna choose blue, don't choose the dark blue. Choose something like very bright colors, if that makes sense, okay? Because your fire gonna look cartoony. Whatever effect you wanna get, okay? Play around on this stuff, but you change the color black body tint. Thank you once again. See you on the next video.